Morning, Curtis. Morning, Brad. Morning, Jake. How are we? Hey, Ed. Long time no see. How you doing? Morning, Paul. Morning, Daniel. Morning, Bobby. Morning, Aaron. Just making sure that I'm on live chat. All right. So, yeah, nails suck. So when we last left off, this is where we were. I'd marked the length of the blade and had started to upset the tip. Haven't moved any further than that because I've been they're busy doing stuff with the guillotine tool dies. That has taken up my entire week. So I am currently very behind. How you going, Hunter Soldat? So today's mission, whether I choose to accept it or not, is to continue working on this Cutlass blade and getting it finalized, ready for making the bowl hilt. I've decided that I'm going to build an entirely different forge to work on the bowl hilt, so... thanks, Aaron. Hey, Dragonwater, how you going? Yeah, fair enough, Curtis. You'll get faster at it. Okay, so... Yes. What's the next step? Let's flip it around. Let's cut the tang in. I think that's the next step. Now that I have a now that I have a guillotine tool. Hey, Wayne. Now that I have a guillotine tool, it's gonna make my life a lot easier. Oh, hey, Paul. Yeah, one heat nails are tricky. I've only pulled off, like a couple of those. That being said, if I wanted to make nails again, I would make myself a different nail header because I was using my Viking nail header at that point, and that thing ain't easy to use. Hey, Matt. My workshop is a complete fucking mess. What's... Well, good reason to keep practicing your hammer coordination. myself a soft face hammer. Well, dirty is relative, I suppose. But when you're tripping over shit in your workshop, it's time for a clean. Ah, fair enough, Daniel. Thank you very much. The dies are SUP 9 or a 5160 equivalent. Differentially heat treated. So you can see that's the hardening line. The rest of that's dead soft. Organized chaos. There's nothing organized about this chaos. Hey, Treldos, there you go. None yet, Paul. None yet. Hey, Stray Dog. How you going? I only woke up like 20 minutes ago, so make a nail real quick. Do I have to? I don't wanna. I don't even know where my nail header is. Hello to California from Perth. It is 9 a.m. here. Yeah, I mean, you can get away with mild steel guillotine tool dies. I just prefer the higher carbon steel because they last longer. AMB, how you going? Yes, we're on part 2 of the Cutlass. Snap, crackle, pop. Normally I would have been awake for longer by now. Make a Reaper? You mean a Rapio? And I'm not sure what you're talking about with jab police. I already have my first dose, getting my second. Morning, Oliver. Is that me? No thumb hitting. Ah, well, no. Good ball. Yeah, my second's in October 25th, I think. Fortunately, there's been no real rush here in WA. Well, I appreciate it, Charles. Yeah, people react differently. Basically, the science has said that the more severely you react to the jab, the more likely you were to severely react to the disease itself. So my first one wasn't too bad, just, you know, a bit of aches and pains. Hoping that my second one isn't too bad, but I am in the risk categories, so there's a chance that it will be a bad reaction. But better that than, you know, permanent fucking lung damage. Yeah, I've heard that. It's funny because it's not actually the vaccine that does that, it's your body. Test it positive after your first shot. Well, yeah, you can be asymptomatic. That's although it wouldn't be the vaccine that made you test positive. Yeah, dose 2, well, yeah. Again, dose 1 can be bad if you're really yeah, we take multiple exit surveys as well, so same thing. Of course, then, you know, just get sick. Yeah, well, you know, it makes sense. I don't want to get sick like anyone else. Morning, Grover. We're working on the Cutlass, Oliver. The HEMA Cutlass blade. I've decided I'm going to build an armoring forge. Just those words make me cringe, but I have a bunch of stuff that I want to make that requires an armoring forge, so I'm going to make one. So you can look forward to that video in the future. I'm not going to say the near future, but the future. In order to help make the bowl hilt, because I don't currently have a forge capable of heating it up. Yeah, not a HMB blade, it's a HEMA blade. HMB swords aren't meant for swordsmanship. So an armoring forge is designed to work on sheet metal. So basically it has 3 open sides. Or do we need to go back? That sucks, Bobby. It's brutal. Hey, Aaron. Yep, that's why I will always stand by. Get the fucking shot. But yeah, so sheet metal working forge is open from 3 sides, and I'm going to make mine adjustable height. It is my mortal enemy, Jake. I'm not looking forward to it, but I have a bunch of projects that require sheet metal work, so working on a HEMA Cutlass blade, Aaron. Right now, cutting the shoulders in. Just trying to find my soapstone mark. And this is the first thing being put in my new guillotine tool. I don't want to cut them in too deep. That'll do. That's all that's needed. Sheet metal is for the devil, indeed. Similar to an open barrier forge. So brutal. Fresh food and exercise is good, but it's not going to save you. And it's not going to save those around you. But yeah, so yeah, armoring forge. I'm just going to probably do a single burner rather than multi-burner. I'm not planning on making. And then see the thing about your immune system is that the immune system is you know, a tool that can be trained. And the other thing is that you're lowering your percentages of being infectious. So you're, as a vaccines person, you are less likely to pass it on to other people. And that's one of the really important things, because, you know, it's fine that you're going to be safe, right? Like, if you're convinced that your immune system is completely capable of taking out this disease without any lasting consequences, fine, cool, whatever. But it's other people that I'm worried about. I could do a small ribbon burner for ribbon burner. I wonder if I could make a small enough ribbon burner that would be able to run off a Venturi. Is that Troy? Is it Troy? Pretty sure it's Troy. See you, Ned. Yeah, a ribbon burner would be a little overkill. You're all good, Crawford. Hey, Roy, how you going, man? Sure does, Dragon. And I mean, as far as that conversation goes, I'm not an immunologist, and I'm pretty sure no one in the chat is an immunologist. None of us have spent multiple decades or years studying this shit. How about we trust the people that did? Yeah, pretty much, Diavaco. You only need, like, I'm only needing to heat, you know, this much. So yeah, but I'm planning on making it adjustable height so that I can put bowl-shaped stuff in there. Hopefully that'll help. breastplate. Not making breastplates. But I need to make the bowl hilts on cutlasses and that kind of thing. And unfortunately, my good friend, well, yeah, Aaron, actually, my good friend Rob from Hammer and Scales, who we've shouted out on the Forgecast a number of times, got pretty badly injured in his right hand, and he's not certain at this stage that he will actually be able to get back to armor forging. And seeing as he and I had an agreement, had a deal where he was going to make me a buckler, but he can't anymore, so I'm gonna make my own buckler with blackjack and hookers. Okay, I'm gonna clip that off. No Renaissance cuirass. No. And if I was gonna do that big sheet metal stuff, then I'd probably use a coal forge or a charcoal forge, big pot one, where I could lay the stuff on top. And I have some leftover ADCRV2 to play with in 1" by 1/4" stock, which is, you know, my favored forging stock. Isn't that nice? Almost like I planned it. Doing coal forges, Winter? Nice. See you, Jake. Thank you, Trail Dust. Kevin. I'm not sure if you can hear that in the microphone. My spine just like cracked like rice bubbles. So I wanted to take this opportunity to apologize to my patrons. I know I haven't posted anything to Patreon in a while. It's mostly because there's been nothing to post. Literally, this whole week has just been working on these fucking guillotine tools and working on the chicken shed. Which is how I ended up getting this awesome weird tan line that starts here and ends here. Because I was wearing a welding glove and a short sleeve shirt and I was welding. And gave myself a pretty nasty ray burn. afternoon I've got to put together another guillotine tool because someone ordered one pre-constructed. Which isn't normally a service I offer, but this person in particular I'm willing to make an exception for. He's a welding. Yeah, that's right, Justin. I made one. Welder's tan. Yeah. Yeah, no, I actually cut the leg off a pair of pants that I was using as rags, and just like I safety pin it to my shirt up the top. A little arc. This is an Arc 170 inverter by Unimig. That's my main welder. It's a little inverter, 170. Fantastic arc welder. I can blow holes in half-inch plate with that. Knew it was a Unimig. You got good eyes then. Yeah, I bought that like 6 or 7 years ago. Here in Forbes, I was at there, and they had a special running on the Unimig welders. So I got that thing for, I think it was $200. Never let me down. Probably not, Roy. This is a test piece, basically. Yeah, it'll do it, Daniel. Yeah, it'll do it. It doesn't take much. Yeah. maybe in one of the future cutlasses that I make, but this is a test piece. SIG weld, yeah. Jason McCann sleeps in the garden. Yeah, I saw the video post, Roy. I was like literally gonna watch it. I had it queued up, and I was gonna watch it this morning before I went live, but I literally woke up 20 minutes before this live stream, so I will watch it when I get off. But it looks fantastic. Really well done. Yeah, I'm not aiming for pretty with this one. I'm aiming for functional. I'm trying to get the proportions correct, and one of the key things I'm worried about is getting the flex right. Because this is going to be used in HEMA, I want to be able to ensure that it's going to be safe to use in HEMA. I don't want anyone getting hurt with a blade that I've made. Pierced and filed scrolls up the entire length of the blade. That would probably weaken the blade a little. Don't want to spill hemo. No, you don't. Was it hemo last night? I appreciate it, Roy. I'm almost finished engraving on my English Cutlass hammer. It'll be finished soon. But yeah, I'm a big sucker for well done relief engraving, and you did a really good job. Yeah, thanks. I haven't done any inlay on hammers except for a little bit. It was just depth work. No more doppelganger drains. Welcome, Crawford. Yes, I'm currently working on the Mountain Cutler, as I've taken to calling it. Next up on the list of things to work on is the Viking swords guard and, well, top guard, bottom guard, and pommel. That's the tang. Just straighten up that junction. I'm going to work the blade a little bit more, and then it'll be ready. Cat's fighting with others. Oh no. Don't stick your hand in. Yeah, I haven't watched the video yet, but I've seen the close-up shots and stuff from the show, and yeah, incredible. Ilya is a very talented man. And his how-tos on Intro to Japanese Engraving was actually quite helpful in getting me started. He and I have a fairly similar approach to engraving, in that we're not bound by the strictures of any specific school of engraving. We both practice Japanese style engraving, but the gravers that we use aren't necessarily historically accurate or, you know, used as they were intended. There's a little bit of artistic license going on. Yeah, you'd be better off engraving with tungsten carbide pneumatic graver, I think. I don't think Woots would make decent gravers because of the dendritic carbides. You'd end up with a really chippy engraving tool. Too much carbon out of suspension. I mean, Ilya engraved on Woots with just his standard W1 gravers. In the Ulfbert video that they did for Man-at-Arms. Chiseled the slots for the inlay of the Ulfbert. Yeah, it really does, Roy. It really does. And like that's why, if you look at like a lot of Japanese master engravers, they have up to 1,000 different chisels. Ford Hallam describes when he started, he asked his master how many chisels like they recommended, and like as a beginner they recommended having about 300. You're like, how can you need 300 chisels? Well, you need 10 of every, you need like 20 of every specific shape in various widths. And then you need ones in very specific shapes. I mean, most of my engraving is done with a set of about 10. But I struggle because I'm constantly trying to make up for the fact that I don't have the correct chisels. But I'm soon to fix that. I've started hammering out blanks, targeted blanks, to start working on. Making my set of 300. Very gentle curve, which is what I wanted. I'm gonna have to wait for the handle to cool down a bit so that I can straighten the tip. I don't recommend doing this with a high carbon steel blade, but it was black, so I'm fine. Is it a black heat? Widths and pitches. Yep. Fair enough, 1,000 hammer. It happens. Getting this much, Zach, I just cut the tang in. Kofgari, yeah. So Kofgari is interesting because it's very similar to Nome Zorgan or Damascene. Actually, that's where the term Damascene comes from, is that it was first witnessed by Europeans in the Damascus region. And Kofgari is often practiced with knives, not chisels. So Nome Zorgan is practiced with chisels. Kofgari tends to be practiced with knives. Which I find quite interesting. Well, I watched some videos on doing Kofgari, and it's quite spectacular how fast they can move. I've played around with a bit of Nome Zorgan, but nothing serious yet. Hey Floyd, how you going, man? No, I haven't made the Graver sets yet, Zach. I've been too busy working on these guillotine tools, which is what you saw go up on the Etsy store. It's the world's worst violin. It's about as straight as I'm going to get it, I think. So that's the Cutlass blade as it stands. 29 inches from tip to shoulder. I'm going to have to remove some metal in here to make it all tapered, because it's a bit thinner here, gets thick here, and then thins out here again, so I'm going to grind that off. And then I'll either grind in and then tap, like thread the end, or I'll braze in a bit. Copper inlay is very attractive when done correctly. It can be done incorrectly. But on the mention of gravers, I should probably prep some graver stock while I'm here. So I would prefer to have some 3/8 inch stuff, but this is some 1/4 inch round stock that Wayne sent me. Wayne Heights in the chat. We want to widen them up. Certainly can, Aaron. Fair enough, Zach. Yeah, Roy. Like, and that's one of the interesting things. Is like most of the deep relief stuff I've done is all, all steel. Like the frog and the. But yeah, inlay, especially like Hans Organ, which is true inlay. definitely, because like, I mean, I inlaid the copper for the Maker's Mark. But yeah, inlay's a little easier on the hands, even if technically it's more difficult. So now I'm just prepping engraver stock. Just flattening out this 1/4 inch W1. Put a striking end on it. The end is quite striking. Ruler and hot cut. Doesn't take much to make some gravers. Most of graver making is done in the stock removal. So I prefer about 4.5 inches for my gravers. Between 4.5 and 5 is normally my ideal. Go. Doesn't have to be perfectly accurate. Just has to be close. Now, so this is short. Need a set of tongues. Told you my workshop's a mess. So anyway, yeah. Anyway. Of course it was under the welder, that's right. See you, Justin. That's all right, Wayne. Yeah, no, bronze inlay's just fine. I've done bronze inlay, like on my Twitch channel, I've done a bunch of inlay work. Bronze, brass, copper. If anything, I prefer to work bronze than pure copper, because copper is really soft and gummy. It doesn't cut very easily with the graver, whereas bronze tends to pull chips a lot easier. Brass is a pain, because especially free machining brass, because it doesn't create curls, it creates tiny little chips, and they pop out at you straight into your face. Not fun. Like some forms of brass are fine, specifically like brass that hasn't got that extra lead content for the free machining. Hey Ryan, how you going, man? But yeah, if I had to choose my favorite material to engrave on, or inlay, it's Shibuichi, like all the way. That stuff is just a dream. I could work Shibuichi all day, every day. Unfortunately, it's a little more expensive than your average copper alloy. So there's a few percent silver. But less expensive than Shakudo, which is something I want to work with, but Shakudo is disastrously expensive, because that is copper and gold. And gold is goddamn expensive. Where did I put my hot cut? I had it just a second ago. Apparently I didn't put it back where I normally put it. Ah, there it is. So they all get rough shaped, and then I go back and finish them up in another heat. But I just prep a whole bunch of blanks through first. Gold scrolls inlaid on the side. Not this one. Maybe another one. Yeah, naval brass, correct. Yeah, do that, Debug. I should probably do that. It's basically just a different alloy of brass, because like much like steel, brass and bronze and stuff like that have multiple different alloys, different percentages of zinc or different percentage of tin in bronze's case, and like elements of other well, parts of other elements. For instance, free machining brass tends to have a lot of lead in it. Or when I say a lot, you know, like 5%. There are aluminium bronzes. And such like. It all depends on the qualities of the brass or bronze that you're trying to create, much like steel. There are forms of aluminium bronze that are water hardenable. There are forms of like phosphor bronze, silica bronze, Nordic gold, yeah. Zinc copper, 40% zinc and 1% tin. Well, that's a lot of zinc. Brass, yes. Yeah, that's probably free machining brass then. Not my favorite. Funny, if you watch Quickspring's videos, when he does, I can't remember which piece it is, I think it might be the drill for the antikythera mechanism. He ends up making his own bronze, and he complains about how it doesn't pop chips. It just comes out in this one long spool of wire. And that's because it's bronze, not brass. And he's looking for the exact opposite quality. As a machinist, that habit of popping little tiny chips off is really good for a machinist, but terrible for an engraver. Just watch his latest video. Yeah, it's really good. I love it. I saw it last week because I'm a patron of his. One of the issues with it popping chips out as an engraver is it's hard to hold a line because those chips are popping out ahead of the graver, which means that your tip doesn't have anything to dig into, doesn't have anything to sit underneath, so it doesn't hold itself in the work. It wants to remove itself from the work. Which is exactly why free machining brass is the way it is, because it wants to keep the tool free. It doesn't want to grab the tool and load it up, which is what happens when you have chips that don't break. But when you're doing engraving, you want to have the tool captured underneath the chip. So you don't want it to pop chips. Apologies. Springtime has sprung here, and it's killing me. What did I do with my roll? I hate you, Aaron. Hey, Byron, how you going, man? Mokume, yeah. Interesting. I'd be interested to see that, Aaron. You'd have to be really careful about controlling your heat, because the convection currents in liquid metal are quite fierce. Most liquid metals are self-mixing. Thermocouple's out the wazoo. Yeah, well. Someone gave you about a 3.5 pound chunk. Oh, but nice. I got enough tin to turn that into bronze. This one's slightly different. This one's going to be a Uchidashi punch, a tamping tool used in Honzogan. Here we go, leather. Silver ring, it's nice. Yes, making engravers. Hey Brandon, how you going? Yeah, not sure what you're smelling. Collaboration between who? I wonder. Yep, that's 5. Let's make a couple more. While we're here, may as well. I need to make myself a tongue clip. There you go, Ben. Meant to be. Yep, that's it, Daniel. Yeah, no, we've finished the Cutlass forging for now, Byron. Yeah, no, I've got a lot of gravers to forge, unfortunately. Some for me, some for other people. I want to make those beginner Japanese engraving kits to sell. So, yeah, gotta forge a lot of blanks. And then spend some quality time with my files. Realistically, most of these will probably just be for me until I can dial in the shapes that I need. How many is a lot? A couple hundred. Yeah, that's it, Zach. Yes, I will be here for a while, Roy, that's for sure. Yeah, Aaron, it's on the plans. Yeah, no, they're not up on my Etsy yet. I haven't even started making them yet. Zach, if you have access to something like W1 or 1095 in small stock, then that would be my suggestion. High carbon, low alloy steels are the desirable steels for most hand engravers. You can get away with like old files and stuff. For a long time, I would use old needle files. Just turn those into gravers. I would steer clear of using spring stock. I know Roy has used coil spring stock in the past, but especially if you decide you want to start graving on steel, it's just not going to hold up over the long period. You're going to be sharpening way more often than you need to. This is W1 tool steel stock, courtesy of Mr. Wayne Heights here in the chat. But yeah, as a scrapper, you're better off using old files. And see you later, Bobby. 5%. Yeah, Nordic gold. Fly press tooling in Preston. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when I had the big 50-ton eccentric press, one of the things I was thinking about was creating single run stamp dies for making stuff like this. Just ka-chunk, done. But of course I had to sell that because didn't have a place to put it. I haven't found use for them yet, Wayne, but I'm sure I'll find something to do with them. One downside to this anvil, the one thing that I've found that I would like different is for it to be German rather than Swedish pattern with the hardy hole over here so that I can access the hardy tool and keep it in there while I'm forging. And the problem is that with the shelf on that side and the upsetting step on this side, I can't use that side because then my hand is at risk of knuckling the shelf. It's the only downside that I've found so far. It's not a deal breaker by any means. This is still probably the best anvil I've ever forged on. But, yeah. Yeah, W1 definitely. 52-100 is a bit tricky. No, I don't have a left-handed anvil. Well, I mean, yes, technically, maybe. Chainsaw files, yep, perfect. Bronze can be any percent tin to copper. Historically speaking, for swords, it was between 12 and 15%. Um, 52-100, yeah. The problem with 52-100 is that it's carbide segregating, so there's a chance that you'll get carbide segregated around the tip, which means that you'll end up with chipping, lots of chipping. But I have considered making some 52-100 gravers, but yeah, W1 would definitely be my preference. But yeah, by all means, give it a shot. Like I said, I haven't done it myself, so I can't give perfect feedback, and then you can tell me whether it works. No worries. myself hot foot. I've made gravers out of 1084, and those turned out okay. Yeah, that is the problem, Roy. That's why I tend to advise against it. It's too low a carbon to hold an edge against steel. Even 1084, to a certain extent, I've found tends to be somewhat too soft on occasion. Yeah, yeah, that's the one, Roy. Hey, Ben. Oh yeah, like Crawford, if you harden most steels in the above 50, like 0.5% carbon range, they will cut glass in their fully hardened state. The thing about the fully hardened state is that it's very brittle. And the alloying content, it has a lot to do with wear resistance, edge retention, that kind of thing. Very small Cutlass domestics. Hey, Caitlin. All right, Trail Dust, have a good one, mate. There we go. All right, now let's start working these into actual chisels. Because some of these it's just going to mean it's straight, and then they'll be left to their own devices. But for others, it will mean complete reprofiling. Is it a bootleg French hammer? What, this one? Nope, it's a diagonal peen. '58 Rockwell, yeah. Yeah, it'll work for steel bar on. Yeah, no, this is a French this is a French hammer. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna spend all day tomorrow welding this chuck shed together. It's gonna be fun. Oh, nice bar on. That'll be good. One. All good, Caitlin. Yes, I can lift my anvil. It's only 80 kilos. It's only like 175 pounds. It's a pretty easy lift. Wouldn't be able to lift it right now though. just bolted into a 6-ton slab. Two. Yes, but only if you have to. Yes, indeed, Damascus, it was. Chain hoists, yes. Yeah, I think any too much bigger than this one, and I'd probably want to use an engine hoist or something similar. Shop engine crane, yeah. Ask Cody. Count Samuel, indeed. One graver. Want to see something cool? Blink and you miss it. My patrons have seen it. I finally got my new belts, so I can actually start working on it this week. Five. No, these are not. These are gravers. 340-pound amble to waist height. Yeah, no. That's no big feat for a cyborg. Indeed. Shh, you'll give away his secrets. Well, there you go, Crawford. At least you got your protein. I think Roy may have left. He's a busy boy. Got no time to be hanging around with ruffians like us. Right, last one. Hey, back, I'm Sam. Nice. So those of you who are late to class, here is the Cutlass blade as it stands. Very slightly curved. Got the tang shoulders here. There is a little upset to the tip. I may go back with the torch and upset that a little bit more. But yeah, that's the overall for now. Remembering that this is a HEMA blade, not a not a historical cutting cutlass. There we go. Well done. Oh. So that's one. And a Jadashi punch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another Jadashi punch. There we go. More tools for the engraving shop. You like to lurk from time to time? Well, it's appreciated, Roy. Right, so yeah, that's another set for the shop. I will obviously have to shape them. And yeah, the Cutlass is working along. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the armoring forge made this week, because I don't have a burner for it. Am I going to order it? Money, 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 money. Yeah, so depending on how things go, I've got to get all of these guillotine tool dies cut up and finished. Like I've made 5 of this. No, I've made 6 of the 8 that I need to make. I need to cut up the last ones for the other 3, the other 2. Oh, fuck, my brain. I still need to grind and wire wheel the last set because they're just still covered in burnt oil from the heat treat. Fly press is working fantastically. Right now, it's just a marking press, like it's just for using my Maker's Mark with. But it's in that aspect, it's working fantastically. Love it. Yeah, so I got to get that done, and I got to grind on the sword blade. Got to get a lot of stuff. I haven't finished the tools for my dad yet. I've got to finish those as well. Are your fevers a certain angle? I don't know what you're talking about, Ben, but yeah, so I've got to get that done. I've got to make some more. Lots of stuff going on right now. Oh, gravers. Yeah, I prefer to aim for around 60 degrees included. So 60 degrees being the full angle between the two. And normally that is 45 on one side, 15 on the other. That tends to be the most traditional geometry that I've seen from most engraving schools, especially Japanese engraving schools. But I've recently adopted a more traditional Japanese sharpening method of doing convex surfaces. So yeah, convex heels more than convex faces. The faces can be flat, but I was watching a whole bunch of Japanese documentaries from back in the back in the 50s and 60s, like in the early days of documentaries, and a lot of the Japanese sharpeners would sharpen their gravers like this. And so I started doing that, and I found that I was actually getting some pretty decent results with heel drag and cleanliness. Oh, nice. Nice, Troy. Yeah, I've got more stuff that I need to finish for the roll show. I've got a couple of blades already, and I've got some scissors and stuff that I can bring with me. But I do want to make some. I want to finish up some hex hawks. And Ryan, that's engraving heel drag, not anyway. And I have a couple of hammers that I forged out the other day that I want to finish up for that as well. And if they don't sell there, then I'll put them on my Etsy store. But lots to do, not a lot of time to do it in. So not sure if I'm gonna have a video out in the next couple of weeks. I'm really sorry. So yeah, please bear with me. My patrons, again, really sorry for no content recently. It's been mad, and I plan on having some more content very soon, surrounding a bunch of the stuff that I'm doing. One of the problems I'm running into at the moment is I haven't made my pipework yet, Ryan. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, one of the problems I'm running into at the moment is that I end up, I need to focus on the work, and setting up the camera and getting all the angles and then doing the editing and all that kind of stuff really gets in the way because I'm one man and I only have so many hours in the day. So it's been difficult. So yeah, apologies, but I do appreciate your patience and your continued support. We are moving things along. So Armoring Forge, I was talking about it earlier. It's basically just two brick plates, and I'm going to make them movable so that you can get height, and then a single burner, and it's open on three sides. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, that's the plan, but that'll probably be in the next few weeks after the Raw show. Well, I appreciate it, Zach. It makes me feel bad to know that there are people who are supporting me financially who aren't getting like the stuff that I've promised, and I hate it, and I hate it so much. But I will get around to it, and I promise that. Yeah, anyway, with that being said, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this little live stream. There'll be another one next Saturday, of course. Even if I don't upload videos during the week, I'm still planning on doing my Saturday live streams to keep this channel alive and keep you guys entertained as much as I can. More graver stock to make. The Cutlass is basically going to be a fully live streamed thing. So as I make the bowl hilt and all that kind of stuff, that's all going to be live streams. So thank you very much, guys. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out all stream, Roy. That was really great of you. Thank you so much. Go check out Roy's most recent video of his masterpiece, his hammer. And I'll check it out. I'll check it out after I get off the stream. See you guys.